Bear River Live welcomes you to this presentation of Bear River Sports.
Doesn't waste any time popping this one, and Amy, it's gone.
Oh, I would.
Sanchez with a diving catch out and right.
Great save.
Oh, Kerrigan driving inside. There's a shot and over the middle. Fantastic with a shot from distance. Off the blockers. Again up. Goes to the net and sent right back. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Bear River High School for some Bear River soccer. The Bears coming in off a win this week against Westfield, bringing in a 2-7 record. Taking on the Skyview Bobcats. They're in a 3-game win streak. Record 5-4. RPI came out. Bear River kind of at the bottom. You're in the mid-20s, high 20s. But I think Skyview is like right in the middle, so should be a good matchup. Again, join with us, Coach Jessica Waite.
Hey, Bear fans.
And Landon Helmsley.
Good evening, Bear River Bears fans, and a special welcome to our Skyview Bobcats fans as well. We're happy to have you on board with us this evening.
Well, guys, see if the Bears can take the momentum that they got earlier this week at Westfield and bring it in here to tonight.
I think coming off a win away was going to be really good for us. Being at our home field again, I think that we can really compete with Skyview today.
Should be an intriguing matchup. Should be a good time. It's a beautiful evening for the beautiful game.
Yes, for sure. And I have to make a correction. I think at one point I said we had only scored 3 goals last season. We actually scored 6 goals last season. And at this point in the season, we have now doubled the goals scored from last season. So our offense really is looking pretty good.
So Dominic and Gustavo, Cam, and Lefty all got a goal.
Yeah. And some pretty goals, too. Like Cam's shot. I don't know, Landon, if you watched the game, we really battled. I'm very proud of our boys for pulling out that win.
Fortunately, I was not able to see that game, but I was very pleased to see the final result, and I'm hoping that in this matchup, they can carry that momentum forward and put on an impressive offensive showing against the Skyview Bobcats team, which is, beatable.
For sure. Yeah, I agree.
Well, before we go any further, let's talk to Claire Wood joining us. That'll be your 4th voice you'll hear. She's got your keys to the game. We'll take it down to her on the field. Go ahead, Claire. Take it away.
Hello and welcome to another Bear River soccer game. Today's talking to Coach Parker for Bear River. She says that they need to for sure get shots on goal. They want a heavy offense game today. Going back to the defense side, they need to hold their defensive stance, and when they pass in transition, they've got to use their passing triangles to move the ball up. What they need to do is they need to guide the other team's passes out, and hopefully that'll lead to a good game for our Bears. Talking to Skyview's coach, he says that they've been working on a little bit of everything in practice. He says that they've for sure been working on pressure on the back line, getting up to goal and taking shots. He says they need an intense, clean game, and they just need to play a good game. Back to you, Andy.
All right, thanks, Claire. It's national anthem time, so we'll step aside, bring you back for the starting lineup, Bear River High School.
For 20 years, Valley View Granite has offered our local community the best quality and service for their home countertops. With the addition of Marble Ventures in Ogden, Utah, our team is now able to offer the same reliable and dependable service for their showers, tub surrounds, and more. With locations from Sandy to Idaho Falls, we offer the best value without sacrificing quality for your build or remodel. Come in and see us today. Valley View Granite, enhancing places people gather.
And now for our guests, the Skyview Bobcats. Number 1, Brannick Jameson. Number 3, Ian Hawes. Number 5, Jack Foslov. Number 7, Cannon Baird. Number 9, Hazen Smith. Number 10, Bryson Penrose. Number 15, Ezra Hawes. Number 23, J.C. Holt. Number 30, Cam Jackson. Number 45, Noah Nichols. And number 50, Manny Reyes. Skyview is coached by Tyler Foslov.
Introducing the starting lineup for your Bear River Bears. Number 5, Ricky Adams. Number 11, Dominic Bowen. Number 17, Gustavo Vilcapoma. Number 19, Trent Beadle. Number 20, Cameron Norton. Number 24, Chelsea Hale. Number 25, Grayson Hale. Number 28, Gwen Shackman. Number 30, Shaja Diaz. Number 31, Parker Dixon. In goal for your Bears, number 1, Nathan Shane. The head coach for your Bear River Bears is Alicia Parker.
Again, we'd like to thank you for your support by hopping on and watching. We'll be thanking our sponsors around halftime, since there's no real downtime during this sport.
Sometimes I wish we had timeouts. Big night.
I guess you get water breaks in the springtime.
Yes, in the
Or fall.
Yeah, 'cause we get some really hot games.
Yeah, there's definitely a reason to stop if it's really, really, really hot.
Yes.
Otherwise, I like the continuous play. I think it's one of the better features of this game.
Landon, you're wrong. Just kidding. I do too. But there are times when I'm like, I need to stop this and have a chat. But I get it.
All right.
So on your screen, the Bear River Bears are going to be moving north to south, left to right. Skyview Bobcats are going to be going right to left as you see it on the field. Some scoring summaries for the season so far. We'll start with the Bear River Bears. 1 goal for Jaden Goss, 3 goals for Dominic Valenz, 2 goals for Sebastian Alfaro, 1 goal for Gustavo Vilcapoma, 2 goals for Cameron Norton, 2 goals for Quinn Jackman, 1 goal for Parker Lefty Dixon. For Skyview, their goal scorers are Ian Hawes. He's scored 5 this year. Bryson Penrose has scored 3. London Cheshire has scored 2. J.C. Hoyt has scored 3, and Manny Reyes has scored 2 goals so far this year. Looks like Bear River is going to start in a 4-2-3-1 formation, and Skyview is going to kick off first. There's the whistle, and there's the opening kick.
And a long ball.
Over the
Saw
top.
that coming.
Pushing the pressure. Skyview applying pressure early in the first minute. Ball in a dangerous area. Ooh! That was very close for Skyview. Early opportunity in this game. Missed it by about, 6 inches. We'll do our best to call out names as often as we can see the numbers on the jersey. Still waiting to see if I can figure out who it was that almost put that away.
The light blue is pretty hard to see with that white.
Indeed. That was J.C. Hoyt who had that opportunity. Ball's on the left side. Still in bounds. Bear River possessing. Go out for a Bear River throw-in. Very aggressive play by the Skyview Bobcats to start this game. Not unexpected.
Really wanting to push that momentum in their favor to start.
Ball near side. There's a Jacob Diaz. Ball goes out. Be a Bear River throw. Diaz up to the lefty Dixon. Ball goes out. Be a Skyview throw. Ball's into the middle. Headed forward. That's Jack Falsliv for Skyview. Touch back through the midfield. Nice little 1-2. Nobody there. Skyview retakes possession. The left-hand side. Nice control. Skyview regains possession. It's Falsliv again in the middle. Now far side to the defensive back. Back to Falsliv in the middle. Aggressive play there by Bear River's Dominic Felenz. The ball will go out of bounds. Nice upwards pressure by Felenz.
Absolutely.
We missed him during the concussion protocol.
That's right.
Glad to have him back.
Touch forward to Diaz. Diaz. Couldn't quite connect that pass. It's a turnover, and here comes Skyview the other way. They're going to try and be aggressive. J.C. Hoyt up the top. Drop it back. A little bit of hold play there. And here comes Jack Falsliv for Skyview. Forward into the box, and that should be easy for goalkeeper Nathan James. Picks it up without much trouble there. Toss it back in. Far side. Forward to Quinn Jackman, and that ball is going to go out of bounds.
It's a really good first touch by Quinn Jackman. I think it was a great redirection.
Ball's into Lefty Dixon. Parker Lefty Dixon. They call him Lefty because he's got a rocket for a left leg. Skyview will regain possession of that one, send it back to their keeper, and here comes the cannon shot forward, and it goes out on the far side, throwing for Bear River. Neither team has really established themselves firmly so far in this one. Still in the early moments of this, in the 4th minute of play, the first half.
Just going to say it's been pretty even back and forth so far.
So far.
Staying pretty central.
Ball pinged around in the midfield. This is Ezra Hawes with the ball. Hawes forward to Hoyt. They're racing for it. And the Bear River defense, Kelson Hale, big center back, does well to just poke that one out.
Unfortunately, a corner for Skyview, but I'll take that over a chance on goal.
Ball come in. Skyview standing over the ball. Here comes the service into the center. Makes it the far side of the box. Now the top of the 18. And it goes the other way. Here comes Dixon. Bear River on the break. Can they break out? Nope. Skyview able to recover. That's Manny Reyes. He's wearing the captain's armband for Skyview tonight. Skyview trying to move the ball forward. They've retained possession. Corner of the box. Down on the touchline. Still in a dangerous area. Still with possession. Still in a dangerous area. Hale comes away the winner of that one. Kelson Hale, the center back.
calm, cool Kelson. That's what I think about him. He's a pretty stable center back.
His stability is definitely something the Bear River appreciates.
Absolutely.
Not cleared out, though. Skyview moving forward again, and that touch is just a little too heavy. Manny Reyes couldn't control it. Now it goes for a Bear River throw, and this is Jacob Diaz on that far side. He's going to go retrieve the ball, and he'll throw it in. Diaz comes up to the sideline. Throws it up the line. Ball goes out of bounds. Skyview throw, wasting no time, right in the middle to the 18. Great pressure there by Gustavo Vilcapoma. Clear it away. It'll be a Skyview throw in. Hazen Smith on the sideline throwing it in, trying to get to Hoyt. And there's a shot! And it's a little too high for this game. It'll be a goal kick. But the first real shot of the game goes to Skyview.
I'm going to say Nate got lucky on that one. If I was in goal, I probably would have come out on that through ball. Right there.
Yep. Great head forward by Skyview's J.C. Hoyt to put that into a place where the midfielder could just run right up on it. Dixon here on the near side. He's going to throw it in. Dixon. Back to Dixon in the corner. Forward in the corner will be a throw in. Bridger Adams up there in a threatening position. Skyview's defensive line able to head it right out. Dixon will throw it in here.
During the spring break, Lando, we saw Bear River have a pretty good offensive presence in that one.
And that's really something that they've worked on. Until they've worked on it a lot is trying to be active in the offensive third. Dixon tries to center the ball, headed away. It's going to be shouldered back in there. Nice little heel flick looking for Dixon on the sideline, unable to connect. Skyview is going to regain possession. Ooh.
That's a dangerous play.
That was dangerous. Adams was hunting for that one, did not miss it by much.
Got the job done, but your heart kind of skips a beat when your defender plays it back to you in that position.
Turnover in the offensive third. Can they do something with it? Little dipsy-do, and they're going to call a foul.
We'll take it.
It's Dominic Valenz with a little pirouette, draws the foul, and this will be a set-piece opportunity. The first set-piece opportunity of the match goes to Bear River. Excuse me, I guess I should say the second, because Skyview had that corner.
Yeah.
But it's Bear River's first of the game. In comes the service. It's going to be high at the far post and sailed that one just a little bit. He had Gustavo Vilcapoma over there, but a little too heavy. So Brannick Jameson, goalkeeper for Skyview, puts this into the midfield. Bear River regains possession. Here's Diaz. Diaz to Dixon. Back to Diaz. Diaz.
Overlap.
Overlapping run. Keeping it in the corner. Diaz still's got it. To Dixon. Tries to poke it through. Oh, that wasn't Dixon. Excuse me. That was Valenz. He was trying to poke it through. Be a little creative. Nobody was there. Here comes Hoyt. And Hale puts it forward again to Quinn Jackman. Jackman makes one miss. Hale. Nice little touch into space there. Forward to Dixon. Dixon forward to Adams. Adams to Dixon. Dixon tries to serve it in with his left. Can't do it. Still in bounds. Ball forward. Ooh. Another shoulder. Adams being aggressive. Ball's still loose. Credit Bear River, they've been awfully aggressive in this final third, but just that one little through pass to give them a quality opportunity, a quality shooting opportunity, just quite hasn't come yet.
Mm-hmm. Held the ball a couple times too long, and defense was able to close that passing lane.
How about those shoulders?
Yeah.
Sometimes if the head fails you, you go with the shoulder.
That's right.
You do what works
Quinn
for
Jackman is using that.
you. Great crossing ball into space for Diaz. A little too heavy. Can't quite catch up to it. It's a great idea, though, coming near side. Playing that ball into space. Be a Skyview throw at about midfield here on the near side. Hazen Smith will toss it in for the Bobcats. Smith puts it forward. Turnover to Dixon. One touch. And Vilcapoma. Body feint. To Falenz. Back to Hale. Hale. Left side. Turnover in the midfield. Hoyt. He's just been everywhere on that offensive attack, Hoyt. Skyview regains possession. They pass it back to the center back. Center back tries the over-the-shoulder ball, trying to find Manny Reyes. Reyes able to keep it in bounds. Reyes down to the touchline. Reyes looking for a cross. Reyes puts it in. Hoyt goes up. Ball is still with Skyview. One touch into the middle and cleared away. Very aggressive series for the Skyview Bobcats there, putting the ball into dangerous positions, but nobody was there to close the loop. Over on the far side, this is Cam Jackson. Who's going to toss this in. Jackson with the long throw. Still in the danger zone. Headed back from Diaz to the keeper. Ball's in. Forward to Dixon. Plays it up the line to Adams. Adams gets a corner for his team, and here's Dixon. He's going to toss it in. Falenz calling for it. Back to Hale. Or excuse me. Jackman. My mistake.
The hair kind of looks the same.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Blondes. I like the 1-2 touches, those triangle passes that Coach Parker talked about as a key to the game. When we can settle the ball on the floor, I think we've been doing that fairly well.
They have been moving the ball forward, and they have done really well in these 1-2 touch passes, kind of knifing through Skyview's defense and moving into the offensive third in the transition phase. Ball forward to Adams. Turnover. That's Noah Nichols. Takes it forward for Skyview. There's a turnover for Skyview. Ball forward, and Reyes was one lighter touch away from being able to maybe take a shot on that one. Did not do it. Here comes the Bears the other way. Dixon. To Falenz. To Adams. Central to Dixon. Turnover. And here comes Skyview the other way. Falslev. Forward, and there's nobody making that run, and that's going to sail out of bounds. I think he was looking for Bryson Penrose on the far side, but Penrose never really started a run up the far sideline to take that pass.
You can tell it's their tendency to find the through ball to the corners for their wings. That's what they attempted this time, and they like to find number 50, Manny Reyes.
Yeah, sort of differing styles. You can tell that Skyview, at least to this point, has relied pretty heavily on a long ball over the top to the corners, crosses, trying to find someone centrally to finish it off. Bear River is trying a little bit more to keep it on the ground, move it forward, 1-2 touch passes like Coach Parker said at the beginning.
Yep.
Dixon up the right-hand side, and Skyview's defender, Cannon Baird, just puts that out. Adams will throw it in. Dixon will throw it in. Adams goes out for a pass. He's got Falenz there too. Throw it over the middle. Dixon puts his boot through it, and it'll sail long.
With that lefty cannon.
Ball goes back into play. Ian Hawes goes up tall. There's Falslev.
Good win by Jackman.
Falslev pulls him down by the shoulders, and it'll be a free kick for the Bears right at midfield.
Listen, you can't injure Cam Norton. It's too important for our midfield.
You can try.
I mean,
Here
he's
come-
limping out there after that one.
It's a foot race. It's a foot race. Trayson Hale comes back and pokes it out for a corner kick. This will be Skyview's second corner kick of the game, their second set piece. And it'll be Falslev on the far side for the Bobcats to apply the service and see if they can open the scoring for this evening. Come a couple central runners out of the midfield. Center backs come forward. And Hoyt.
Clear it out for us.
And here they go the other way. Vilcapoma puts the through ball to Adams. Little too much mustard on that hot dog. Rolls all the way back to the keeper. And Skyview will turn it around and come the other way. Hoyt with the through ball. He knew he was offsides. Yep, he gave up. He knew he was offsides. Hale plays it back to Nathan James in goal. James looking for Dixon. Nice control by Dixon. Couldn't retain possession. It's so hard to control those really long balls. Falslev one through touch. This is going to be an opportunity for Skyview. Oh, and he just a heavy touch. Looks like he maybe slipped a little bit. I thought for sure that J.C. Hoyt was going to at least get an attempt on goal. And that attempt, that chance goes wanting. Man, he wants that back. You can just tell he wants that opportunity back.
Anybody would.
Substitution for Skyview.
Yeah, it's almost like his plant foot. Bumped it too far ahead.
There's a turnover. Hale is there. And James able to collect. He'll look to distribute. Sends it forward to the midfield. Felenz, unable to control.
Likes that heel flick.
He does. Rojas, now to the right side. Hoyt weaving in and out of Bears. This is another ball in a dangerous area. There's the cross. Snuffed out by the Bear River defense, but the ball is still in. Skyview have it in a dangerous position. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4 touch. And James able to just collect that after it pops up, but it's going to be a corner kick awarded to Skyview. That was Falslev down there on the touch line. It's their third corner of the match so far. Third set piece for Skyview. There's a shot over the bar. That was close. Again. Let's check the replay here.
He wants that one back too.
He definitely does. That was Ian Hawes with that shot.
He has 5 goals on the year, so their highest scorer so far.
You don't score goals unless you try.
That's a good point.
Vilcapoma. Forward to Adams. Adams moving towards the box. Adams trying to get around. No, is that... It's not Hoyt. It was Baird, I think, for Skyview. In any case, here's Dixon.
Wish I could help you, Landon.
It is
Never been good at
it'd be
seeing
nice.
the numbers.
It'd
up
be
here.
nice if they had numbers on the front of their jerseys too. I'm
They
just saying.
do. They're tiny. aren't they?
Skyview needs to, address that for me. Get on that,
Just for
guys.
you.
Get on that, guys. Here's Adams. Adams
Trying to find Jackman.
trying. Jackman's going to put that in the box, and the Skyview goalkeeper will collect. And put it forward. Again, looking for Ian Hawes.
That is a dangerous drop kick by the keeper.
Indeed. And that was Bear River's Trayson Hale recovering for the defensive play. And it'll be a corner kick again for Skyview. This is their 4th of the game. And it'll be Jack Falslev who's going to take this corner kick near side.
Hoping to see a little more discipline on this corner kick and not allowing that shot.
Center backs for Skyview have moved forward. They're making long runs from the back. Here comes the service into the danger zone. Bear River wins it. Not going to be able to counter successfully. Brian Smith. Hazen Smith. Over to Falslev. Falslev, 1 touch, 2 touch. Central pass to Hawes. Here comes Adams. He's got Dixon on the right-hand side. He's going to try and play him through. And still in. Dixon's going to try the big switch over to Vilcapoma. Vilcapoma gains possession. Body feint once, twice.
Good
pass it
overlapping
through.
run by Cam.
Cross into the dangerous area. And that's going to go maybe onto the roof
Ooh,
of the
that was
school.
close.
That was really close.
That's some very intelligent play by the Bear River Bears. I really loved that switch from lefty, that overlapping run from Cam.
The one piece that just wasn't quite there was that final cross into the middle.
Yep.
Got to give your crashing players an opportunity to put a foot on it and try and direct it towards goal.
And that's really been the story so far here in
Yeah.
this one.
Diaz, under pressure,
shot.
puts a shot up. Oh my, what a chance for Vilcapoma there. Inches away from possessing the ball with a prime opportunity to shoot. Let's check this out again. Great little through ball, and oh, so close.
That was a great read by Skyview's striker to come back and pressure Diaz because he would have had a wide open shot.
Brian Smith out there on the right-hand side, looks to play it centrally. That's London Cheshire. Bear River able to move it away. Hoyt.
Oh,
J.C. Hoyt goes
Gonna
down.
call that one.
And they're going to call that one. It's Bear River's first foul so far in this game. And this will be Cannon Baird, who's going to play it for Skyview. Call this a set piece, given how many players for Skyview are crashing into the box. Goes up. Hale spills it. Or excuse me, James spills it, but here comes the other way. Dixon.
Find that switch again, Dixon.
Dixon forward to Adams. Can't get it all the way through. Still going forward. Dixon or Falens tries to recover, can't do it. Diaz beat by Reyes. Reyes moving forward. Reyes with the touch, turnover. Diaz. It goes out off Diaz. It'll be a Skyview throw.
Wow.
Substitution for Skyview.
I was hoping to see that same switch by Dixon. We had Vilcapoma on the wing, wide open again. Would have loved to see that, but
Probably one of the better options on that play. Don't blame him for playing it up the line, but
For
certainly,
sure.
but certainly Vilcapoma had a very advantageous position over there. Throw in again for Skyview. This is Cam Jackson. Tries the long throw in. Shouldered forward again. Dixon puts his boot behind it and sends it forward. And it's a foot race. Adams loses that foot race, but it's a throw in for the Bears.
one more bounce, and Adams might have had him on that.
He definitely was on his horse. He was moving real quick. Substitution for Bear River. Dixon's going to come out. Into the game is Sebastian Alfaro. Also into the game, Caleb Nelson. Coming out is Trent Beatles. Alfaro throw it in. Jackman. They're going to call that one a goal kick. I was wondering if maybe it deflected off the Skyview defender, but they're going to say nope.
I don't think I would have called that a goal kick. But maybe that's why I'm up here.
We have a better perspective than most.
Even the refs themselves?
Debatable. Oh, that ball goes through. This is going to be an opportunity here for Ian Hawes. Hawes! And Ian Hawes for the Skyview Bobcats. He gets the shot on goal, and he gets the goal in the 26th minute of play for Skyview.
As a keeper, you got to come hands to ball.
You mentioned it earlier in this match that kick from the goalkeeper is pretty dangerous for Skyview, and it bit him that time.
Yep.
Alfaro. Diaz. Adams. Alfaro. Valenz. There'll be a throw in here for Adams. Hale. Adams. Valenz. Adams again.
1-2.
Nice little 1-2.
Sir.
Adams retains possession.
He's calling it out.
I'm going to say it's out of bounds for throw in. That's the kind of play you want to see if you're trying to advance the ball forward.
Mm-hmm. It was well executed.
Those goals that go over the top tend to take the wind out of your sails, because if we're being honest here, I don't think it's unfair to say that Bear River has had probably the better of the possession in moving the ball forward towards the offensive third and in the transition.
I would agree.
You just got snake bit by a ball over the top.
Yep. I agree. I think we have really controlled the game so far. And, yeah, a quick...
There's a collision.
Oh.
About 25 yards from goal. Valenz is down. So is Ezra Hawes for the Skyview Bobcats. They're going to call a foul on Valenz.
Take another look here on the CNR replay. I'd like to thank them for being your replay sponsor all season long.
That's probably the right call. Valenz, aggressive as he's moving forward, but his touch was just a little too heavy, and there was no way he was going to get there first. Ball forward. Great job by Nelson to bring that down and control it. Jackman. Here comes Skyview the other way. There's that through ball. They're trying it again. They're trying to break that line. Just put that weighted ball behind the defensive line and let their forwards run onto it. Reyes into the box. Reyes with the cross. A little bit out of the reach there of number 21, London Cheshire. But another ball into a dangerous position there for the Skyview Bobcats. Will be a throw in here for Bear River on the far side. Adams comes out. Into the game is Stone Higley. Also into the game is Adrian Flores. And Vilcapoma is going to take a break.
Adrian Flores.
Forward to Valenz. Valenz unable to control and goes out of bounds off him. It'll be throw in far side for Skyview. It's Bryson Penrose out there on the far side with the ball right now. He's going to give it to Cam Jackson. Substitution coming back into the game. JC Hoyt. Throw in to Hoyt. Can't get there. Alfaro pokes it, and it's going to go out of play for a Skyview throw. Hayes and Smith will throw this in for Skyview. To Hawes. Turnover in the midfield. Valenz. Flynn still applying pressure. Well done by that Skyview defender. Cannon Baird. Now far to the far side, wing back. Great dispossession there by Caleb Nelson, but it goes out of bounds. It'll be a Skyview throw-in. Jackson throws it in deep.
They're wanting that foul.
Well, they're not getting it. Nate Kimball. Brian Smith. Cannon Baird. Hazen Smith. Middle. There's a midfield turnover. Very close there by Jackman. Over to that corner. Move it centrally. Another turnover. Nice job by Flores trying to poke it forward.
Just get a clearance and get our defensive shape reset.
This is Hazen Smith. Tosses it into the goalkeeper. Higley applying pressure. Forces the long ball. There's the head forward. Hale against Hoyt. Oh, there's the rainbow. Salty. Ooh, goodness. Nice bit of skill there from
You
JC.
can't help but be impressed by that. Holy smokes.
Bless my soul. Look at this. It's so hard to do that just when you're toying around, let alone
Right.
doing it in a game.
Against a defender.
That's impressive stuff there from Hoyt. Brian Smith. Nate Kimball. Hazen Smith tries the long switch. Flores is there.
Phil Campoma.
Or is that?
Yep.
No, that's Flores. It's 27.
Oh, is he out?
Vilca Poma came out.
Oh, that's right. Told you I'm not good at seeing numbers.
It's hard. That's why they
both
pay.
have a 7.
That's why they pay me a big. That's why they pay me the big bucks.
That's right.
Ball forward to Alfaro. It's tough break there for Alfaro. Back to Smith. Nice little 1-2 around the oncoming attacker. Turnover. Alfaro's got it. Touch it to Diaz. Back to Alfaro. Nice little 1-2. Alfaro central. Back to Diaz. Way to retain possession. Diaz tries to cross over the middle. That's dangerous if you can't get it in the air. And here comes the attack onto the frame. James steps off his line, proactively snuffing out that opportunity for Skyview. Those offensive third turnovers are never fun.
No.
Ball's back in. Hoyt. Central to Flens. It's a good idea.
Cam was trying to switch it.
It was a
Find
good idea.
Alfaro. Yep.
Kimball. Out far side. Jackson. Jackson possesses. Diaz breaks off. Valens sends it to Baird for Skyview. Baird tries to put it forward again. Hoyt gets a stick on it. James collects. We'll start again. We're in the 33rd minute of the first half. The only scoring in this one so far, a 26th-minute goal by Ian Hawes for Skyview. Hoyt. Over to the corner. Is that going to stay in? Can't quite keep it in. Good job by the Skyview wingman over there to hold his run until it was released, but a little too heavy. Substitution coming into the game. Dixon Crony. Coming out is Quinn Jackman.
The momentum shift has been pretty apparent after Skyview's goal. I think we controlled a lot of this first half, and since the goal, a lot's been played in our defensive third.
Skyview has gotten a lot more comfortable as this half has gone on. Diaz, ball in a dangerous area. Hale wins that one. Moves to the corner. Still in. Bear River on the attack. Over to Alfaro. Forward to Crony. Back
into the
centrally
midfield.
into the midfield. Turnover in the midfield. Here's Falslev. Ball forward. Hale snuffs it out. Can't keep it in.
I'm going to applaud that offensive transition that we just had. I think we had a really good build.
It was a really good transition. As soon as they got in the offensive third, though, there's just that one or two passes they need to make to unlock that defense. They're close. They're not quite there. Ball's in here. They're going to call a foul.
Mr. Nelson. Number
It's a third
15.
foul. It's Bear River's third foul, and this is the 5th set piece of the game for the Bobcats. Or excuse me, the 6th. They're going to take their time. We have about 4 minutes and 45 seconds here left in the first half. The 36th minute of play. Comes the service. Couldn't get it past the first man. And the ref says play on.
I'm surprised at that. I won't be mad as a Bear fan, though.
Higley can't do the hold-up play, can't make that hold-up play to let his team catch up to him, and turns it over, and Skyview will reset. Cannon Baird plays it forward to Falslev. Falslev one touch to Hoyt. Hoyt can't keep it in.
Control it.
Baird sends it forward again.
Good
Hale.
read by Kelson. Good patience.
Hale snuffs that out. And there's a misread by Skyview, and here come the Bears the other way. Alfaro controlling it. Oof.
Wanted that one touch to Cam in the
He
midfield.
did, and Cam was open too. And Alfaro can't keep it in bounds.
It's like me when we play soccer, Landon. Can't get anything behind my passes.
I don't know what you're talking about, Coach.
Oh.
It's more like everyone on our team when we play.
Hey, we're first in the league.
We are. Hoyt. Far side. Swing and a miss.
Keeps it in.
Cam Jackson still got it, but it goes out. It'll be a throw in. That was Jacob Diaz who was applying the pressure for Bear River. Substitution coming into the game. Yair Ayala.
Substitution for Bear River.
Coming out is Falens. He's going to get a spell.
He's been in the whole game.
Oh, they announced Fernando Betancourt, but that's not the number that we have for Fernando Betancourt. Number 8. So I'm not sure who that is, if it's Betancourt or Ayala, but we will check that and let you know. Strong move there by Trace and Hale. Put that out of bounds.
We've got on our official Max Preps roster Fernando Betancourt.
It is Fernando
number 8.
Betancourt. Hoyt. Back to Baird. Hoyt. Plays it centrally to Nichols. Noah Nichols plays it back to the goalkeeper. High pressure applied by Stone Higley. Almost got there. And there's the over-the-top ball. It's 2-on-1. Heavy touch.
That.
They're going to call a foul.
He might get a card for that one.
That is... We will see what the official decides here. Looks like he's just going to call the foul.
I think he's stopping the clock, going to talk to his AR. That is I think, considered a goal scoring opportunity, so he might get a card for that.
Depends on the quality, because if that's the last man that brings him down, you might be looking at a red card of a denial of a goal scoring opportunity. I think that would be really harsh to call a red card
I
on that,
agree,
though.
but
yeah.
I would say I wouldn't be surprised if he got a yellow. He's going to just
He's just
call
going
the
to
foul.
leave it. He's going to leave it a common foul. This is the 7th set piece of the game for Skyview. Jackson Hoyt,
And in a very dangerous position.
or excuse me, JC Hoyt.
Got the top of the
He's about 20.
D.
Yep, he's about
the
20 yards
18.
from goal.
Mhm.
22 yards from goal.
That coach is wanting a yellow card, I think.
It's understandable.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised he didn't give him a yellow.
Hoyt's going to stand over this one. Bear River's going to form a wall. Nate James directing his players. See what JC Hoyt has for us here. Hoyt! Little too high. Great opportunity, couldn't keep it down. So Nate James will put this back into play. We've got less than a minute remaining in this first half. Ball touched by Norton. Hoyt.
Not gonna
Strong
call that
play.
one.
They don't call it. They let it go. There's the ball the other way. Reyes with the ball in a dangerous position. Reyes with the cross.
Nope.
And it goes right out of bounds for another corner. This is their 5th corner of the evening.
Wanting to end the half on a goal. Quick play.
30 seconds left. Reyes. Low service. Heel flick. Kicked away.
Another corner.
Another corner. 18 seconds. They're going to get it in. Going to play it quick. Cannon Baird moving forward, the center back. High service this time. Headed away. Higley can't control. Still in the danger position. Pressure applied by Flores. Ball into the box, and that is the end of the first half. 40 minutes of soccer in the books so far. Skyview Bobcats leading the host Bear River Bears 1-0 behind a 26th minute goal by Ian Hawes.
Pretty back and forth game so far. I think we're competing really well. I'm interested to see how we're going to come out in the second half.
We'll thank our sponsors for allowing us to bring you this coverage, and we'll get you ready for the second half.
Cache Valley Bank is dedicated to fostering local businesses, aiding financial growth, and building strong relationships. From personal to business banking, we are committed to helping you reach your financial goals. Cache Valley Bank, mountains await.
Bear River Animal Hospital takes care of small and large animals, providing pediatric care all the way up to senior pets. They deliver high-quality, customized vet services with their dedicated team. Services include exams, vaccinations, surgeries, dentistry, fully equipped laboratory and pharmacy, along with x-ray and ultrasound. Many of these same services can be conveniently provided on the farm. Bear River Animal Hospital is filled with highly trained animal lovers who will provide the best care for the animals in your life.
For all your project needs, shop at Greer's Hardware. Happily serving the community since 1976.
Monica Clevenger is a locally licensed realtor and notary public. She's passionate about helping people navigate the real estate market. As a longtime resident, she understands the unique charm and opportunities Box Elder County offers. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, her goal is to make your real estate experience smooth and enjoyable. Miller Medical is ready to care for clients with full services for family medical. Be sure to schedule your yearly checkup to help you find out where you stand with your health. They can even help with weight loss and hormone therapy. Let Miller Medical take care of all your healthcare needs. Central Milling is the farmer, the miller, and the baker working to preserve American farmland for tomorrow while preserving the highest quality of flour and grains to the bakers of today. Select the best products for your family by using Central Milling Company. The Grill restaurant has plenty of options for the whole family. Check out their new menu items for a lunch date or dinner celebration. They have a lot of new products including entrees, sandwiches, rice bowls, and desserts. They even have additional sides to up your meal choices. Let the Grill help you plan what's for dinner.
Let GBI help you get your project completed on time and on budget. If you're looking for work, join GBI's team for a great work environment, competitive pay, and benefits.
Twisted Sugar in Tremonton will hold a grand reopening on April 18th and 19th. Every 50th customer gets a free tumbler, and every $20 purchase gets a free keychain. There will be a weekend drawing for a $50 gift card, along with hour-by-hour deals. Be a smart cookie and get that treat or drink at Twisted Sugar.
Kent's is your one-stop shop for fresh produce, bakery items, deli, and meat. Stop by today for fast, friendly service.
If you are in need of financial assistance, call Dusty Roach at Lincoln Financial. He and his friendly staff have the expertise you'll need.
With over 60 years of experience and personalized service, Guild Mortgage is your key to home ownership in Box Elder County and beyond. Stop by or give us a call today. Guild Mortgage. Own what matters.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau agents have built relationships with you one conversation at a time. Let Kimberly Raydell and her team provide you with the best service for your home, auto, and life.
For all your embroidery and screen printing needs, whether for business or just for fun, stop by Cover Up in Tremont or Brigham. At Cover Up, yeah, we can do that.
At Cache Valley Bank, we value our heritage and the history we've built within our communities. With over 45 years of experience behind us, we are confident in our ability to equip our customers with the necessary tools and expertise to navigate their financial journey. Whether you are ready to expand your existing business, embark on a new business venture, or are seeking better personal banking, let us help you reach new heights. Cache Valley Bank, mountains await.
Meet the dedicated veterinarians at Bear River Animal Hospital. Whether you have small or large animals, they can provide high-quality, customized vet services, including exams, vaccinations, surgery, dentistry, x-rays, and ultrasound. Make an appointment at 435-257-7455. Mountain Valley Printing is your one-stop print shop. They print on all apparel, as well as photo prints, copies, canvases, metal prints, banners, and more. Check out their Bear River High School merch shop for amazing swag. They even have fundraising opportunities.
Did you know Kent's Market has an app? And it's free. Just go to your app store and type in Kent's Market, and it'll come right up. Downloading the Kent's Market app gives you access to digital coupons, weekly deals, and access to your Kent's Kickback account. As you can see, the app is easy to use and can help you save. Download it now and get exploring. We'll see you soon at Kent's.
Monica Clevenger, a locally licensed realtor and notary public, has experience in the title business, equipping her with invaluable knowledge about the intricacies of property transactions. She can ensure everything goes smooth from start to finish. Besides great credentials, she has a genuine passion for helping people and building relationships based on trust and transparency. Let her make your real estate dreams a reality. Be a smart cookie and head on over to Tree Mountain's Twisted Sugar. They even cater events with options for soda bar, mini cookies, mini brownies, and pretzels. Let Twisted Sugar help you get your caffeine fix and cater to that sweet tooth.
Welcome back to Bear River High School. I'm Landon Hemsley along with the coach Jess Waite.
Hey, Bear fans.
And Andy Tanner here at Bear River High School, where the Skyview Bobcats are up 1-0 over the Bear River Bears on a 26th minute goal by Ian Hawes, senior goal scorer who has scored 6 goals on the season this year. Jess, you and I were talking just during halftime about the ebb and flow of this game. It seems like Bear River has really shined in the transition, bringing it out of the defensive third and trying to get into the offensive third, but have really struggled connecting as they move into that final phase of the game.
Yep. And, I understand it. It's hard at times to keep your composure in the offensive third. You're close to the goal. You want an opportunity.
Your eyes get really big.
Yes, exactly. But obviously we have the skill to build in the way that we need to, so just hoping for a little more composure this half.
Maybe a few more well-timed runs and nice passes into space will be just what the Bear River Bears need in order to unlock this Skyview defense. Skyview, on the other hand, their strategy has been a little bit more direct, shall we say?
We shall. Best way to describe it.
Lots of balls over the top. Their main method of advancing the ball and putting themselves in opportunities to score has been by launching balls over the back line and allowing their forwards to run onto it. Here's some halftime scores, or halftime statistics, unofficial. For Bear River, they have 1 shot, no shots on goal, 4 fouls, 1 set piece, and no corner kicks and no yellow cards. For Skyview Bobcats, 3 shots, 1 of them on goal, which was the goal, 1 foul, 5 corners, and 8 set pieces. So they have been very active and very aggressive in the offensive third. They kept the ball down in that offensive third for a good portion of that first half. It was maybe a 10-15 minute stretch during that first half where Skyview really maintained the ball in the offensive half of the field and put a lot of pressure on Bear River's defense.
Yep, especially after their goal. We definitely saw that momentum switch into their direction.
We'll see if Bear River can turn it around in this half as we get set to kick things off here. We'll put 40 minutes on the clock, and at the sound of the whistle, we'll get things started.
And we've got ball for kickoff, so hopefully we can control early and really make sure that we're the ones with the momentum.
Standing over the ball is Bridger Adams. Also on the field, up top, Fernando Betancourt. Dominic Valenz is back in the game. On that far side,
I think it's Alfaro.
Sebastian Alfaro in the middle of the field.
Crony.
Dixon Crony. Jacob Diaz on that far side as well. Near side, Caleb Nelson.
Yep.
We've got Gustavo Vilcapoma, who's back in the game, and then the 2 big center backs, Trayson and Kelson Hale.
Ref is having a lot of conversations with coaches and players. I wonder what's going on.
Usually the lights have kicked on.
Good point, Andy. We might be playing in the
I'm
dark.
trying to adjust my camera. I'm like, something's different.
Somebody get on the horn with the Bear River Athletics Department.
Should I text Clay? We love our athletic director, Clay.
Next broadcast for us will be at baseball tomorrow. They'll finish up their 2-game series with Westfield. And then we're still not done. Saturday we'll be back here 4 o'clock in the afternoon for girls lacrosse. They hosted the Viewmont Vikings. And I think that's what the ref's pointing at too.
I know. Don't worry, ref. I'm on it.
So the ball goes into play with Bear River possessing. Vilcapoma sends it forward. Goes out of bounds. And Hazen Smith over there will throw it in for Skyview.
I could turn the lights on, but I forgot my login for our app, so I'm no help other than
no. Password problems are the worst. There's the lights.
You're welcome, everybody.
Ian Hawes in the middle. Now to Bear River. Caleb Nelson puts the ball over the top. Alfaro giving chase. And Skyview's Brian Smith will take the safe move and send that out of bounds. And Alfaro will get a chance to throw this in on the far side. Toss it over to Diaz. Diaz is going to throw it in. Jacob Diaz. Out of bounds, another throw in for the Bears. Diaz steps up to the line. He'll toss it in. Skyview.
Shielding it.
Shielding it. And they're going to say it's a goal kick for Skyview. A little more than a minute into the half. Still 1-0 for Skyview. Bear River looking to piece some things together and give themselves a decent opportunity at goal. Something they have not had really to this point in the match. Goes forward, Trayson Hale. Goes off his boot. Reyes. To Hawes, the goal scorer. To Rojas. He turns it over. Ball open in the midfield. Skyview is coming out aggressive like they did early in the game. Possessing the ball relatively well. This is Noah Nichols. Nichols again to Nichols. Now forward up the line. 1-2 touch miss. Kelson Hale puts it forward. And here's Adams. Adams. Soft touch to Betancourt. Collision. And here comes Skyview the other way. And he's onside. He's onside. Oh, they brought up the flag.
That was late.
Judged
That
to
was
be
a
offside.
Weird way to call that, ref.
Very, very late flag. Number 50, Manny Reyes, puts it in the back of the net, but the flag goes up and it will be disallowed.
Was he waiting
He's
till
off
he
right
touched
there.
it? Yeah. I mean, he was actively in the play, so I don't know why he waited so long to call that.
Ball goes in here to Hale. Back to the keeper, James. Oh dear. Here comes Hawes. Hawes.
Nice
Hale
recovery.
recovers. Still in. Oh, and the official has said, the assistant referee puts up his flag and said it is a goal kick.
Great recovery by Kelson. Great defense by him.
Tough pass
done.
by Nathan James though.
For sure. Got lucky on that one.
Indeed. James will put this forward. Over to Vilcapoma. Gets a touch on it. Can't keep possession. Hawes. Rojas. Dispossessed and forward to Adams. If Adams can keep it, there will be a foul on Adams trying to execute on the hold-up play there. It's Bear River's 5th foul of the game. Ball's in. Cannon Baird puts it forward off the head of Hale. Falenz. Falenz can't quite keep possession. There's another foul called on Falenz. This will be a set-piece opportunity for Skyview, their 9th of the game. And this one in a pretty dangerous position. It's about 33, 34 yards from goal. Maybe a little too far for a shot, but definitely in the sweet spot if you're looking for some service. Bear River has put up a wall. And ball goes into the wall. The wall does its job. Adams trying to recover. Hale goes the wrong way. Ball's forward. James comes forward and collects before any dangerous activities can take place. Bear River trying to work this ball up the sidelines. Caleb Nelson couldn't quite poke it forward to Vilcapoma. And Kelson Hale is going to throw it in. Or he'll toss it up to Nelson. Nelson goes with the long ball towards Felenz. Felenz off the head, trying to find Adams in behind. Adams giving chase, applying pressure, ball still in. Is Alfaro going to be able to retain possession? He pokes it back to his teammate Diaz, but can't keep it in bounds. It's going to go out for a Skyview throw-in. And we're not far away from releasing that one. The 6th minute of the second half. Skyview up 1-0 behind a first half goal from Ian Hawes. Skyview's leading goal scorer on this year's campaign. He's got 6 on the season so far this year. Kelson Hale intercepts that. Turnover. Here comes Skyview. Ball into a dangerous spot. And it comes back. He's going to force the official to make a decision, and it's going to go out for a corner kick.
Going to refer to his AR, and his AR didn't call anything, so he's going to give him a goal kick.
Indeed, that is what has happened. The official said it's a goal kick. That's an aggressive play by the defender there.
Yeah, it is.
Let's look at this again. Nelson comes back, puts a shoulder into him.
I think we got lucky on that one.
Some officials would maybe be a little bit more eager to call a penalty on that one, but this official was not. Nelson throws it in the middle. That ball goes to Diaz. Diaz able to retain possession under huge pressure from Manny Reyes. Dispossessed by Reyes. Reyes going the other way for Skyview. Reyes weaves through one. He puts the ball through, and the pass just isn't there. Skyview, or Bear River, able to push it away, poke it out. Skyview will throw it in on the far side. Ball immediately into Ian Hawes. Hawes, one touch. Reyes with a touch. Bear River regains possession. Vilcapoma towards Adams. Adams trips on the ball. And that's Noah Nichols. Turns it over. Ball forward to Alfaro with the heel flick to Adams. Adams off the chest. Towards Alfaro again in the corner. Alfaro with the cross. Here comes Vilcapoma. By far the best opportunity the Bear River Bears have had so far.
And they're wanting a call.
They're not going to get it. Better build up, better delivery, just no application of a finishing touch there.
I'm going to say, that was a beautiful ball by Alfaro.
Substitution in for Bear River, number 20, Cam Norton. Coming out is Fernando Betancourt. Also coming into the game, Quinn Jackman. Coming out of the game is Dixon Croney. Brannick Jameson, senior goalkeeper, sends it forward. Ball goes through. That's not Hale back there. Who is that?
It's one of the Hales.
It is one of the Hales. Hale gets a touch on that. Now Farrell applying pressure. He's going to move towards the corner again. He's dispossessed. Here comes Skyview the other way. Turnover in the midfield. Diaz. 1, 2, 3. So close to just putting that final piece together. They just can't quite do it. Ian Hawes under pressure. Ball goes through. Manny Reyes, he's offsides. The flag is up. The play's going to stop there. Manny Reyes puts his hands on his head.
I agree with that call. That was a good call.
Bear River fans certainly agree with you, Coach.
It's because I'm a Bear River fan. I'm not biased. He was pretty off.
Going the other way. Ball will be swept out of bounds. Caleb Nelson is going to grab another ball from the sideline and toss it back in. Headed up. Felenz. Felenz. Under pressure. Felenz. Ball forward. Felenz again. There's a long shot. That is ambitious. goes out for a goal kick. Brannick Jameson will put it back into play for the Skyview Bobcats. Trayson Hale, Jacob Diaz. Ball's over to the far side. I don't think this one's going to stay in. Bill Capoma was over there, but there was no way he was going to catch that one. Noah Nichols will toss it in here for Skyview. Nichols puts it up the line. Goes right out. Reyes could not keep it in. Nelson. Ball's loose in the midfield. Jackman to Diaz, back to Jackman. Great 1-2. That's
a handball.
They're going to allow play to continue.
Jackman still got possession. That's unfortunate. That was a pretty clear handball.
Here he comes the other way. This is Cannon Baird. Cannon Baird into the offensive third. Diaz tries to clear it. Another swing and a miss for Bear River.
Good composure by
Trayson Hale. Alfaro comes back. Alfaro tries the one. Alfaro unable to get it through Skyview midfield. You can tell that they're trying those 1-2 touches to get around and through, and it's worked a number of times.
Ooh.
Oh, and that's an aggressive play by Skyview, and they're going to call that a foul. Second foul of the game committed by Skyview. See what Bear River does with this one with the ball at midfield. They're going to put the service over. Ball is loose. Nichols forward to Hale. Hale under pressure. Hale still under pressure. That ball will go out for a throw-in. Ian Hawes again giving chase, applying that offensive pressure. That's how he scored before. Nelson. Throws it up the line. Ball's in the midfield. Skyview retains possession. 1-2 touch. Hawes over the line.
Over the
Opportunity. Diaz is there.
Great defense by Diaz.
They're going to call a foul outside the area. Jacob Diaz trying to shoulder the Skyview Bobcat off the wall, or off the ball.
Ref's standing in the box, but he's giving them a free kick. Not a PK? That is...
Have some confusion here.
Well, he's standing at the spot of the foul, which is inside the 18.
If he's going to call a foul there, that's got to be a penalty because it's inside the box.
Yep.
What is he going to call?
That is why they are confused, as are we. Well, he stepped back out now, so...
Standing outside the box.
I mean, I'm not mad about him changing his mind, but he is very clearly standing in the box when he initially spotted that foul.
Yeah, I don't think anybody is mad about...
Skyview's probably mad.
Yeah, well, I don't think anybody on this side of the field is mad about that. Here comes the service. James picks it up.
That is a dangerous play by James.
Alfaro tried to possess that and retain possession. Got to applaud James for trying to be aggressive and getting the ball on a counter, but placement's got to be a little bit better. Manny Reyes looking for the switch, the long switch into the area. James is there, coolly and calmly collects and drops it to Diaz. Diaz up the line. There's Jackman with a little 1-2 dipsy-do around his opponent. The next pass goes wanting, goes all the way back to Brannick Jameson. It was a nice little bit of skill there from Quinn.
Yeah. He is a very technical player.
It shows.
Ooh.
Collision. Trayson Hale, and I don't know who that is over there that's down on the ground. There's a Skyview Bobcat down on the ground still. The official is allowing play to continue. Reyes on the ball. Still a player down for Skyview. Reyes he just puts that ball out of play. And he's down again. Let's see if we can see who this is on the replay. I did not catch the number. Oh, that's Falslev. That's Jack Falslev who's down. One of the more potent offensive weapons here in this game for the Skyview Bobcats. He is down, and it looked like it hurt.
Yeah, that looked like a rough collision.
It's your Miller medical moment.
Nice job, Landon.
I can do things.
Give him a call at 915-6262 if you have a Miller medical moment yourself.
Thank you, Andy.
Yeah, very inconsistent in calls here in this game.
Yeah.
It's safe to say there's a little bit of room for improvement.
Just a little.
Manny Reyes is standing over the ball here on this near side. He's going to throw it in. They're going to substitute out Falslev. The ball's in. Reyes in the corner. He's going to apply some service. It's going to sail right out of bounds. James will send this into the midfield.
Good little header by
Flores. Ooh. Berger Adams was giving chase, could not quite catch up. There'll be a throw in here for Skyview on the near side. This is Noah Nichols. Skyview right back. He's just going to toss it back to the keeper. He'll put it into the midfield. Diaz touches it over to Kelson Hale. Hale under pressure from one, from two. Puts it forward to Flores. Flores keeping the ball.
Good little patience. That's a great idea by Cam.
It was
Quick
a great
one touch
idea.
out.
So frustrating. It went right in between both of them.
I like the quick play. I mean, that's what we've been successful with today.
Rojas to Douglas. Here comes Felenz.
Just a little bit of disconnects.
Defender gave a nice little body feint. Psyched Alfaro out a little bit. Rojas almost loses it.
It's good pressure by Flores.
There's Reyes. Reyes can't get through one, can't get through two. Hale puts it forward, just tries to get rid of it. Rojas. Rojas again. Rojas trying to find J.C. Hoyt, who's back into the game. We haven't seen much of Hoyt for a while. He's back. Rojas to Hoyt. Back to Rojas.
Skyview being very patient at the top of the box here.
Another shot for Skyview. Shot on goal. Nate James wasn't really tested with that one, but Skyview definitely being the aggressor here in the last 5 minutes or so. Bear Rivers had a really, really rough time getting it into this part of the field. Here's Adams. Adams. Flores was there. The goalkeeper just sent it away. Substitution for Bear River coming into the game.
Substitution for Bear River.
Johnny Acosto coming in for Dominic Felenz. Ball comes in towards Cam Norton. It's a long shot. Not on goal. That's the kind of shot you like to see if you're the Skyview Bobcats.
Yep. Non-threatening.
Skyview's making a substitution. Here's Hale, Trayson Hale. Trying to go over the top. Adams to Alfaro.
Good little touch by Alfaro.
Alfaro with the touch. The high cross. Nichols with the head.
Cam on the end of it.
Cam puts a boot through it and sends it into the North 40. I'm going to be generous and call that one a shot, although it wasn't very close. Jamison will put this one back into play. About halfway through the second half of this one, 20 minutes remaining. Skyview is holding on to this 1-0 lead behind a 26-minute goal by Ian Hawes, the Bobcats' leading goal scorer on the year. Noah Nichols will throw this one in. Now back to Nichols in the midfield.
It's good pressure by Cam.
Good pressure by Cam Norton. London Cheshire gets his team a corner. Or, excuse me, not a corner. What am I saying? A throw-in. Goodness gracious.
Do you even know soccer then?
You're talking like me over there.
Oh, my word. Oh, no, they're going to call that a foul. It's another foul committed on Bear River. This will be the 11th set piece of the game for the Bobcats. Ball's into the area. James comes forward, punches it away.
Good decision.
Alfaro on the wing, tries to put it back middle. He was looking.
He's going to get on the end of it again.
He was looking for Acosto, and now it's forward to Adams, and Adams will have a chance to throw it in on the far side. Substitution for Bear River, Lefty Dixon coming back into this game, as well as Trent Beatles. Coming out is Caleb Nelson.
Substitution for Bear River.
Also coming out is Sebastian Alfaro. They're going to send Flores off to the right side because Dixon owns this left side of the field.
I wonder why.
They don't call him lefty for nothing. Ball's into Adams. Adams, Nelson. Skyview able to retain possession, and here they come the other way. They don't have numbers, but they're moving in an aggressive manner, looking for that through ball. Here's Hoyt.
One on the far side coming in.
Hoyt. He finds Rojas. Rojas back. There's a long shot and wide. Fifth shot of the game for Skyview. James puts it in the middle. Acosta. Acosta.
Good little touch by Norton. Back to Jackman and to Trent.
There's Beatles.
Finding the switch again.
They're moving forward. Acosta applying pressure and play it back to the keeper. That'll be a throw in here on the near side for Trent Beatles. Beatles, looks like Beatles has moved into that left defensive back position. Throws it into Dixon. Acosta shoved off the ball. It's in the middle. Great touch there by Jackman.
It's a great touch by Jackman.
Ball goes out of play. It'll be a throw in for Bear River. Dixon is on the ball. They're going to call for a substitution. It's a shame because Bear River was itching to go into the game.
Looking for a quick play.
Stone Higley coming out as Bridger Adams. Higley to Dixon to Higley. Forward to Acosta. Diaz. Skyview regains possession. They're going to stop the game.
Free kick for the Bears. Nope, wait.
Yep. Going to award this kick to the Bears. Maybe an errant handball. To be honest, I don't know why they called this.
I honestly didn't see it either.
This will be another set piece for the Bears. Into the area. Ball goes forward. Cleared away. No serious trouble there. Penrose Penrose on the attack. Penrose, he's got Hoyt on that left-hand side. Penrose moving into an offensive position. This is Cheshire. Cheshire into the box. Cheshire past one. Can't get past two. And Acosta sweeps it out. Skyview will have a throw-in on the far side.
Good decision by Acosta to kill that play. Give us time to reset.
Hazen Smith puts it in the corner for Skyview. Hazen Smith again over there. Now Hazen Smith again. He's going to have an opportunity here perhaps. He pulls it back. This is Rojas. Rojas under pressure. Gets by one, gets by two. Can't get by three. Ball is loose. Skyview regains possession. Back to the center backs. Cannon Baird. Baird tries the long ball over the top to J.C. Hoyt. Hoyt able to control with the hold-up play. Hoyt loses possession. Ball still loose. Rojas to Cheshire. Cheshire to Hoyt. Hoyt to the corner.
Cuts back.
Cuts back. Cross into the middle. Skyview still got it. And they're able to clean it up. Here comes Bear River.
Great
they're
ball
on
by
the
Stone.
transition.
Higley.
Here comes Flores. Flores turns it over. Great hold-up play there by Stone Higley, though.
Great little one-touch out to.
Diaz, he's dispossessed. That's a foul going the other way. J.C. Hoyt on the receiving end of that one. Diaz with the foul.
Probably wanting a yellow on that as well.
And the official awards the free kick to Skyview. This is their 12th set-piece opportunity of this match. We are in the 27th minute of the second half, about 13 and a half to go. Skyview up 1-0 on a 26th minute goal in the first half by Ian Hawes. Ball is up, ball is down, there it is. Bryson Penrose, his 4th of the year for the sophomore, and that puts Skyview up 2-0 here at Bear River High School in the 27th minute of the second half.
Let's watch that replay. That's a pretty good ball in. Really great redirection.
There's the service. Yeah. Penrose goes up, puts the ball down just like you got to do, and puts it away. Skyview with the 2-0 lead over the Bear River Bears here at Bear River High School. Bryson Penrose for the Bobcats. Bear River Bears are going to start they're going to have to dig deep to dig out of this hole.
Yes, they are.
Got to start climbing. Got to do something. Beatles. Applying pressure. Noah Nichols. Ball over the top. Trayson Hale.
Kelson Hale.
Or excuse me, Kelson Hale. Thank you. Great ball through to Higley. Higley, he's got Dixon. Dixon to Higley again. Back to Dixon. Those two trying to connect over there. Higley and Dixon couldn't quite make it work. Hale being aggressive, moving forward out of his center back spot. There's the goal scorer, Bryson Penrose. Now to J.C. Hoyt. Steps over the ball, but it'll go out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Bear River. Penrose. Oh, there's the shot. Great save by Nathan James.
And a shove from Skyview.
Shove in the back. It'll be a free kick. It'll be a free kick for Bear River, but that's another shot on goal for the Skyview Bobcats. It's the fourth shot on goal for this game.
Well done by James on that quick reaction save.
That is very difficult to get those quick reaction saves down on the ground with your hands. The official has his flag up for an offsides call here. The referee takes notice and he'll stop play. Allow Bear River to put this ball back into play at about the 34 yards from goal. Diaz is going to stand over the ball, and he's going to send this one forward. The long service forward. Can Higley get there? Ball's out. Ball's in the midfield. Ball's still loose. Skyview gains possession. Penrose. Back to... This is Noah Nichols. Nichols. Back to Penrose. One step over. Gets past Hale. There's the service. 2 Bobcats in the way. And
there we go.
Trent Nathan James off his line. Strong hands. Makes the save. Denies the opportunity. Great
what you
play.
want to see from a keeper. Well done.
Great service into the box. And James, strong off his line, swallows that one up. Impressive play from James.
Absolutely.
Gustavo Vilcapoma checking back into this game. Adrian Flores will come out.
Trying to avoid the foul.
Trying to avoid the foul, and he's still going to call it. What are they going to call here? Because it's on that black line again. Are they going to award the penalty?
18. We got a replay of that.
Let's take another look.
He looks like he's walking the PA spot now.
Ooh, that is...
Side box. Where is the foul committed? Maybe just outside? He's giving a PK.
They're awarding a penalty.
Yeah, they are.
The 31st minute of the second half.
Yeah.
71st minute of the game. Skyview is going to have a chance to put them up 3-0. Is this Jack Falsliv back into the game? I believe it might be. Thought I saw number 5 on the back of that shirt. Here's the penalty, and it's in.
16.
Is number 16, Clayton Douglas. That's his first of the year, and it is the 3rd of the game for the Skyview Bobcats. There's the replay, low and hard.
It's a good read by Nate. PKs are so hard.
Penalties are a learned skill for both keeper and for shooter.
For sure. Shooter definitely has the upper hand on it, though.
$3-0 here in the 71st minute of play. 31st of the second half. Skyview with 2 back-to-back, and that's an offsides call. And Bryson Penrose cannot believe that.
I don't know. That was pretty close.
That was Clayton. That goal from Clayton Douglas, that was his first of the season. The kid's a freshman.
Good for him.
So probably the first of his high school career.
Yeah.
Noah Nichols, throw this in. Put that forward to Hawes. Hawes gets it back again. Moving to the midfield. Hawes. Send it to the center back. If you're Skyview, you're under no pressure to really move this ball forward at this point. And if you're Bear River, doing everything you can to try and get this ball back and move it into an offensive posture.
For sure.
Ball goes to the corner. Stone Higley giving chase. He's not going to be able to keep it in. Substitution for the Bears and the Bobcats coming into the game is Bridger Adams, as well as Dominic Falenz. Coming out is Acosta, Johnny Acosta. And Stone Higley is also going to come out. Adams is going to play that tip of the spear role right up at the top of the formation.
Adams is a good striker. I like him up there. He's got really good speed, really good footwork. I think he's a pretty good decision maker, intelligent player.
Certainly an asset to his teammates.
Yes.
Dixon here on the near side for the Bears. Dixon
wanting a shot.
uncorks it, but it's snuffed out immediately. And coming the other way, Cam Jackson. Ball goes through. Bear River able to regain possession. Great pass there. Ball goes forward for Adams. Adams and Vilcapoma both giving chase. It's going to be a throw-in for Bear River. It'll be another throw-in for Bear River on that far side. Jacob Diaz will grab that one, toss it in. Diaz to Vilcapoma, into the middle. Fortunately, nobody there, and Ian Hawes is going to take it and turn and try and go the other way. Hale plays it back to James. A little heavy, but James is up to the task. Gives it back to Hale. Hale under pressure. One steps around the oncoming attacker, and he'll move it forward. And he'll try and put one over the top. There's Bridger Adams. Adams has got Dixon in the middle. Adams still trying to make something out of this. Can he? Nope. Here comes Skyview the other way. Hawes. And there's a foul committed by Dominic Valenz. Skyview will take their time putting this one back into play. We've got just over 5 minutes remaining.
All right, it's in play. Keep didn't play the long ball.
Hawes to the middle. Hawes again. Hawes moving towards the penalty area. There's a deflection off the knee. They're going to call that a goal kick.
They're going to call that a corner. Nate
They're going
James
to call that a corner.
Tipped it out last second.
I only have a view here of this assistant. Oh, and the referee is calling it a corner kick. The assistant referee here on the near side was saying it was a goal kick.
It's kind of a weird play. It looked like it was going out, and then last second, Nate James stuck his hand out and tipped it out.
So this will be another corner for Skyview. Ball's in. There's an aggressive move. Cleared away. Another service into the middle. Snuffed out. Never had a chance.
Great clearance by Cam Norton.
Falslev. Hawes. Falslev. Service over the top. Hale. Hawes retains possession. Hawes again in the middle. Hawes again. He's going to uncork one. Immediately blocked by Trent Beatles. Valenz puts it off of Ian Hawes, and it'll be a Bear River throw-in. Bears have 4 minutes to try and salvage a goal out of this one. There's the back heel flick by Dominic Valenz. Nichols with a head. Cam Norton. Cam Norton and Lefty Dixon applying the pressure there against Bear River's Cam Jackson. It'll be a throw in here. Kelson Hale will take it. Trying to get it towards Adams. Could not get it there. Jackson. Central. Turnover. Vilcapoma. To Dixon. Oh. Bummer. It'll be a Skyview Bobcats throw in here on the near sideline with 3 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. Nichols to Douglas. Back to Baird. Now moving forward up the left wing. Can't retain possession. Adams over the top to Vilcapoma. Vilcapoma, can he win it? And it poked away for Bear River throw. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be a corner kick for the Bear River Bears. This is their first corner of the game by my count. Not official statistics, of course, but I don't remember them having another one.
I don't think they have.
Ball's in already.
Quick play.
Quick play in the short corner. There's the cross, and it's immediately cut off. Dominic Valen's trying to apply some service to his teammates in the middle. Couldn't get past the first guy. Ball's in a dangerous area. Nichols pokes it away. Jacob Diaz regains possession. Diaz looking for options. Diaz. And Falslev. Oh, it'll be a Skyview throw-in. Went out of bounds. Falslev just drops it. Leaves it for his teammate.
A time stoppage.
We're in the final 2 minutes of this one.
Good little win by Cam.
Good little win by Cam Norton indeed. Here comes the Bear River Bears. Norton.
Good one, too.
To Dixon. Norton unable to retain possession, and here comes the Bobcats the other way. Hale moving forward. Aggressive move. Dixon coming back against Ian Hawes. Dixon fighting for it.
He's going to call it against us.
And there's a foul. Cannon Baird.
Good
Tries
read.
to send it up the line. Nice little read by Dixon. Goes out of bounds for another throw in. Noah Nichols will toss this in for the Skyview Bobcats. Baird under pressure by Dixon. The official's going to let that go. Or no, he won't. Calls the foul. Minute remaining in this one. Clock is stopped. While the Skyview Bobcats set up for the free kick. About 45, 46 yards from goal. Long service into the area. Hale goes up. Lefty Dixon sends it across for Vilcapoma. Vilcapoma regains possession. He thought Bridger Adams was on his horse, but he wasn't. Jameson. Goalkeeper for Skyview sends it forward. No, here we are. The offensive third for Skyview. It'll be a throw-in for the Bears. Ball goes through. Ball is loose. Still loose. Ooh. Bear River getting physical in the final moments of this one. Dixon dispossessed.
Gonna call a foul.
They're gonna call another foul on Lefty Dixon. Cannon Baird. Final 10 seconds, last play of the game. Baird puts it forward. Off the post! Off the crossbar! And that'll do it here.
It's game.
So we're at the end of this one between the Skyview Bobcats and the Bear River Bears. Your final score, 3 for Skyview, 0 for Bear River. Scoring in the 26th minute, Ian Hawes. In the 67th minute, Bryson Penrose. And in the 71st minute, Clayton Douglas.
In exchange for the quote.
Really, a game I feel that the score doesn't really show you what happened.
I would agree with that. I felt there were some really good points in this game where we really controlled it. We just couldn't get opportunities on goal.
Bear River Bears did have a really good transition moving out of their own defensive third and into the offensive third, moving the ball forward. Did a decent job in the midfield, just could not find that connection into the offensive third, could not create chances for shots on goal.
Yep. Can't win if we're not scoring.
Let's take a brief look at the final stats before we hear from our sponsors. Bear River had 4 shots, no shots on goal. They had 1 corner kick and 2 set pieces. Skyview had 7 shots, 4 shots on goal. They had 7 corners and 13 set pieces. No cards given to either side. As far as the foul count, Bear River had 11. Skyview had 3. And of course, the final score was 3-0.
Now the momentum doesn't carry from the win from Westfield into today, and Skyview will get their winning streak up to 4.
Last season we had a 3-1 loss to Skyview and then an 8-0 loss to Skyview. So hopefully the second time we see them around, we can keep up the competitive play. I think really we were pretty comparable teams. Just couldn't put a ball in the back of the net.
They were competitive. It's tough to complain very much about a foul that you commit in the box that leads to a goal.
Yeah.
Penalties are penalties.
Yes.
Obviously.
Even if you don't agree with the call, a penalty, like I think that was he was trying to avoid it, but it was essentially a foul.
Now, if we take a closer look at the goals for Skyview, their first goal was scored on sort of a breakaway play. Ian Haas was able to make his way behind the defense, run onto the ball, and put it in. The second goal was a set-piece header by Spencer Penrose, and the third goal was a penalty.
Happy birthday to her and thank her for sharing her mom with us.
Well, that'll wrap us up here for tonight. Again, we'd like to thank these sponsors right here on your screen for allowing myself, Coach Wade, and Landon Helmsley to escort you through another soccer game.
It's a great time.
As always.
Always love watching the game. Always wish both the Bear River Bears and the Skyview Bobcats luck for the remainder of their season, and hopefully they can recreate a little bit of that magic they had earlier this week in the next outing.
I hope so too. We start the second half of region play next week with Logan at home. So
it's crazy that we're already to that point.
Right? It does not feel like we've been playing for that long,
but here we are.
Here we are. That's right.
Thank you very much for your support, and thank you very much for your attendance. We appreciate you joining us here on the call.
I was just going to say, Coach Waite can't come up with a sign-off, so let's hear it, Landon.
You got a good sign-off, Landon?
I got a decent enough sign-off,
Let's
I suppose.
hear it.
For Coach Waite and Andy Tanner, I'm Landon Hemsley signing off here from Bear River High School. Final score, Skyview 3, Bear River 0.